Nickelodeon. What? Look how Cam Newton exposes the ignorance of the media.
Cam Newton, you had a worse career than Dak Prescott. They were able to pull up some stats. Let's just take a glance.
So press pause right there. I was a dual threat quarterback. Add in rushing yards.
Rushing touchdowns.
Add in rushing touchdowns.
Because who's number one as a quarterback?
They try to manipulate the narrative. Instead of speaking about what I said, they try to poke at the person. Jason, if I were to do my research on you personally, failed situations, got fired from a job, flunked out of college, if I really were to do that, then I will be evil.
You know, I am so glad that in this era, we have so many athletes that have their own podcasts so that they can defend themselves against the ignorance of the media. You see, these facetious talking heads can talk so much crap about athletes back in the day and there would be no consequences. Athletes back then did not have YouTube channels or podcasts. Now that a lot of them do in this era, they can set the record straight and call out these ignorant fanboys in suits. Cam Newton got unnecessary hate back in the day. I mean, even from his owner. His owner said he couldn't wear any tattoos or let his hair grow out. So Jerry Richardson was a racist owner. Then you got people who said that Cam Newton wasn't accurate, even though throughout Cam Newton's career, he had a Steve Smith past his prime, and Steve Smith didn't even stay long. He had Kelvin Benjamin, who was lazy, and blamed Cam Newton for his mistakes, and Kelvin Benjamin never had the same success he had with Cam Newton anywhere else. Cam Newton took a team and made him 15-1 with a tight end as his best receiver. And what? He had Ted Ginn, Jericho Cotchery. I mean, who are these guys? Yet Cam Newton sucked. Cam Newton didn't have a good career, according to a lot of Cam Newton haters. I mean, give me a break. TJ Watt ruined Cam Newton's career, but even in that season, the Panthers were, I think, 6-2 or 6-1, and Cam Newton was having his best start as a passer in his career under Norv Turner's offense. Then he gets injured, then his career declines, and then he retires. Like, nobody ever explains any of the details and nuances in Cam Newton's career, and it frustrates me because Cam Newton was a once-in-a-generation talent. And for a guy to be a bruising quarterback, he lasted a long time in the NFL, and technically he can still play in the NFL, but he don't want to be a backup. But either way, I'm so glad that Cam Newton made that video because he was saying what I have been saying on this channel in the last 6 years. When a talking head doesn't like a particular athlete, they'll create false narratives around that particular athlete. I'm telling you, these talking heads, these keyboard warriors got way too comfortable disrespecting men that have achieved something in their lives. And you see a lot of these talking heads, they speak out of pure jealousy. Remember when Skip Bayless constantly was disrespecting Shannon Sharpe on air, acting like he didn't need Shannon Sharpe? Now look, Shannon Sharpe has the most successful podcasts when it comes to sports on the internet. And with the help of Cat Williams, his podcast is really popular. Meanwhile, Skip Bayless, his Undisputed is like watching paint dry. He is so boring without Shannon Sharpe. It's not even funny. Karma. Pride before the fall. That's all I got to say. Nice job, Cam Newton.